Alright, it's about time we make this video. The loot from the Abyssal Demon tab and then me selling it. So first thing I will do is see how many kills I've done on this account. Where's this quick chat thing? Abyssal Demon, I haven't killed any in a very, very long time. Excuse me while I do Winter Tot on my other account. Alright, wait. Oh, right, the PM's off, but it says, there it is. 6,800 with 7 prestige, which is 420,000 KC, so 427,000 to round it. Maybe 426 though, because I had a bit of Abyssal Demon KC before I started doing this. So, what I'm about to show you is all of the Abyssal Demon loot, and on top of that there is a little bit of drops that come strictly just from doing Slayer. Probably about 10 to 15 mil Slayer XP, but most of the tasks I didn't give too many rune items, so it's not too bad. Maybe you can take like 50 mil out of this at the very ending at the very most. But here's a tab, all the Brawlers I received from it as well. I do have more Brawlers in my bank. This is a total of 26, I think. But in my bank I have that many in total at the moment. So I separated the ones I had before. So this is purely just from the Abyssal Demons, a total of 26 of them. Of course I wouldn't order them for the video. I mean, like, does that really matter? I bet you this will make it look much prettier, I know. I just realized this was 4 smithing Brawlers, so for any of you that want to get jealous, yeah. And I never out Brawlers just because they look kind of cool. It's not worth the bank space or 60k for it or whatever the hell you get for them. But anyway, let's price check this and then I'm going to slowly start selling all of it. And during this time, I wore a wealth ring during the entire thing, just an FYI. You can also drink that potion thing for the same effect, but obviously there's like all these new updates with RS3 with like the new wealth ring, not wealth ring, but the new luck ring basically. I don't know too much about it, I'll be honest, but I don't know if that would help you at Abyssal Demons. If it would, then obviously just wear that ring, but I purely just AFK'd these things. I didn't care too much about DPS or any of that crap. On top of that, the best method for this is melee, but if you want to fully AFK, I would recommend going with magic for Abyssal Demons, mostly because the AoEs will also work with Soul Split, and the AoEs are basic abilities for the most part with magic. There's a lot more basics with magic, I guess, that are AoEs, so, you know, Corruption, Dragon Breath, Chain, very good AoE abilities. Whereas with melee, you have like one really good AoE that's basic, and then the rest you have to click yourself, or at least do the ability with your keyboard. So, you know, Quake and Hurricane are really good, and obviously Meteor Strike, but you have to actually use your keyboard or your mouse or whatever to click those ones. So I just ended up going with magic once I reached 200 mil in my melees, because it was just much more AFK, and you probably won't die if you do magic AFK fully, but you will probably die if you do melee fully AFKing, because you won't soul split enough just off the melee abilities. Unless you're in tank gear, then you probably will, but I always wore like just regular bandos and shit. One more thing to show, I would probably recommend doing this for anyone. I'm in legacy mode and I don't know how to open up. Where's my... Alright, I'm gonna go in ESC mode because I actually have no idea what the fuck I'm doing here. Sounds kind of odd to say, but here we go. This is all of the components I got from using the scavenging 2. You can get 3, but I only got 2. Besides the few things that I broke down not too long ago, which was rumbling components. I broke down all my like raid gears and stuff, so I got a lot of those. But everything else here is just from the scavenging 2, minus 4 of these. So yeah, I did disassemble one of the Zeros items. And if you're asking where's the noxious components, I did get some, but it is in my armor. I got a total of 10 noxious components. I have, where's the gizmo? There's a gizmo somewhere here. There it is. This is biting 3 right there, and that gizmo, and I have one in my Serenic top. So I got 2 biting 3 perks for free, basically. Which is worth like 70 mil in terms of like if you were to ever break down a Nox, which most people will eventually break down a Nox weapon just to get the biting 3 perk. So in terms of that, I saved about 70 mil just from that. And these are also the charms that I currently have. Not all this is obviously from the Abyssal Demons. You'll get a fuck ton of crimsons. This is the most common one you get. And then you will get golds as the second most common one. I don't know what I was when I started this, so I can't give you an accurate number, but I think it was roughly 500 crimsons an hour. This is about 800 hours or 900 hours, maybe almost 1,000 hours of Abyssal Demons. I'm sorry, it's not 500 crimsons an hour. I think it was 250, or it was around there. It wasn't too crazy, but I mean it was really good for how AFK it was. But I forget the exact amount. I never looked at how many charms I was getting because I was already 200 mil. But I collected all of them just for the hell of it, just because it looks pretty badass in the bank. So yeah, I mean if one day Prestige Skilling comes out, I got rank 1 summoning right here. Anyways, a few of these drops are from the random drop table, obviously, and that's going to include things like prayer potions, mahogany planks, soft clay is also from that, palm tree seeds, all the teak planks. I think lobsters is just a regular drop. I'm not 100% though, but D-bones, big bones. There is water talismans, and the earth is somewhere here. Where is it? Oh, I remember. I gave my friend my Earth Talismans. Well, I sold them to him for double XP weekend, but I had roughly the same amount of Earth Talismans as water. They dropped roughly the same amount each time. So 1,800 Earth Talismans, which is like freaking 2-3 mil, whatever. Sharks are also from that. Torsals and the Snapdragons. Addy bars, you can get a small amount from here, but you can get also an RDT drop, I believe, which is like 160 or some crap, which is pretty huge. Magics, Onyx bolts are RDT as well. Gold ore, you just get them. Super Restores, RDT drop as well. Battle Staffs, RDT. You can also get like 18 or 19 rune plate bodies, RDT, 100 rune ores as well, and sometimes like 300 Addy ores. So that's, oh yeah, and 1,000 coal ores sometimes you will get as well. Those are all like the RDT drops, but obviously they're kind of included into, you know, I can't really get exactly how many RDTs came from like the rune plate bodies and stuff, but that's the sum total basically. Oh, and as you can probably tell, 100,000 of these rubies and uncut diamonds are not part of this price check. I probably should have mentioned that. I just bought those just for double XP weekend and crap, so that's like the correct amount right there. I want to obviously take those out of my price check. Alright, so I'm going to get everything out, price check it, and then we're going to also sell them, and I'll probably have to stop this recording and record again once they all sell. Emptied out my cash stack, and since I'm not really playing on this account too much at the moment, I can just wait. And as far as Abyssal items, I got these from just doing it as a Slayer task. Obviously, I use a Slayer mask every day, so I'm bound to get some eventually. So that's where those come from. But you can only get these if you are on Slayer tasks, even though they're worthless right now. But it's Slayer tasks only drop. Alright, so this is going to be a much smaller price check. This will be the first one. We're going to get a total of 365 million. And here is the bigger price check. I'm hoping this is a little bit over bill, probably 1.4, 1.5 maybe. Holy crap, 1.8, not bad. This is precisely just a tiny bit over max cash then from all of this. As far as how much money did I spend, I used roughly, let me see how many aggressive potions I do have left. Right, so I bought 1,500 originally, so I used, you know, basically 1,400 aggressive potions, which is not too bad. And since I was AFKing pretty heavily, I did use a lot of the, what do you call these things? The Ghostly Essence, which I just recently sold because I didn't really need any more, but I used Ghostly Essence for this kill count. If you were to just use Ghostly Essence, this would be 46,000. Something just dropped on my table, it's all good. But every essence is basically 10 KC, so that would be worth about 450 mil worth of essence, but that's only if you choose to do that. In return though, you will be getting, let me kind of calculate this. So this right here is how much prayer XP I ended up gaining from doing this method, 26 mil, which is roughly worth 260 mil if you do like Airroot bones or Dagonoth bones. So I mean, you can price check it at 450 mil if you want, but you're gonna save 26 million or 260 million GP from training prayer. So if you're not 200 mil prayer, then yeah, that would be the plus side. So I'm gonna price check that basically at 200 and something mil wasted, 250 mil if you really want. Because obviously I saved myself from doing prayer and the time to do prayer as well. 26 hours of prayer, that would basically, or actually 30 something hours of prayer, because it's not exactly 1 mil an hour doing air roots or Dagonoth bones. So in case you're wondering, that's how much you would have used, but at the moment, or near the very ending, this was my ideal setup for killing these things. I sold my Nox weapon and stuff, but basically this is the setup I used. If you want to use Demon Slayer here, I would recommend it. You do not need to use this helm here. I just strictly did it, or purely did it for just having the KC on here, just because I can do that. This caps at 999,999, so one off of the billion, or the million mark. And if you aren't using Silverhawk boots, I would wear Demon Slayer boots here if I were you guys. So the reason Demon Slayer is significant here is because, as you see by the description right there, provides 2% additional XP in combat style and 4% additional damage, and that's per piece. So this would be 8% damage having just the boots and gloves, and another 4 if you wore the helm as well. But it is range gear, so be careful if you're gonna have like just all range gear while mage gear. That might not be too great, but as long as you're surviving, I guess that's fine. I had the skirt augmented for the Demon Slayer perk, which is, I think, 7% damage more or something like that against demons, and obviously Abyssal Demons count. And then Scavenging 2. Like I said, you can get 3 here, but it's kind of rare to get. But these are the perks I would have on my augmented armor. I did not have an augmented weapon because I was already 200 mil invention, plus weapons are extremely expensive to have augmented, in case you're wondering. So use a non-augmented weapon like a Nox weapon. Unless you're not 200 mil, then go ahead and do that if you want. But Crystal Staff works pretty well here too. As you guys know, I'm doing 200 mil invention on my main account. Oops. And I'm using Crystal Staff here, so if you want to save money, you can just do that while training Invention here. And I just wore Dragon Rider Body just to make it so the prayer drains really slow. But with this and the penance, you won't use any P-Pots for an hour. Without the penance, you will use a little bit of prayer, or a little bit of P-Pots, which isn't too bad. You can set up a familiar, obviously like a pack yak, and have a bunch of urns in there as well. You can put these things in your urn or in your yak, in case you're wondering. So yeah, if I were you guys, I'd probably just do that method here. You can save yourself 200 plus mil, obviously. But I did this on the side of playing old school and my Iron Man, so I didn't really want to pay too much attention to having to drink my P-Pots and crap. So to me, that extra 200 mil is not really a big deal, just because I was able to AFK for a whole lot more. So there it is, the full video of the tab and how I did it. I probably went too much into the description with this video, but I just wanted to get everything out there as much as I possibly could. Just so everyone was kind of, I guess, aware and fully, I guess, educated on how I did them and whatnot. Nothing really special, but you can swap this for a Soul's Amulet if you want to AFK more. In fact, if you do melee with the Soul's Amulet, you might be decently able to AFK the entire time, but I haven't really tested it with melee, so I just stuck to magic just because it was much easier. Obviously, you want to have like your quiver here for the prayer bonus and whatnot, but yeah, that was basically it. In terms of what I wore with just using the Ghostly Essence instead, it was this one here actually. So I wore a Serin body here, which is like the tier 80 from Brawlers 2. I don't know why this is in here. I think I messed up by accident, but yeah, basically the same setup, but a Nox weapon, Wealth Ring, Serin body. And with that setup, you can basically just fully AFK if you want. So yeah, once again, Demon Slayer boots if you want those. So I'm going to go ahead and sell this. I have no idea how long it's going to take me, but I guess I have forever because I'm going to probably log back onto Old School on this account and continue doing a little bit of cooking. As you guys know, this account is basically done minus the Hunter at the moment. Where's the next shit? There we go. Right, a few more things to probably add. I never checked exactly how much money I made from just pure GP drops, but without being too inaccurate, it normally made just as much as the contracts would, but a little bit less. So roughly every 1,000 Abyssal Demons you kill, if you were to do contracts, you'd make an extra 740k, is it? Oh no, 840 or 850. So 850k you can make from every 1,000 kills from just the contracts if you want. But obviously nowadays Abyssal Demons are packed where I wouldn't really bother doing contracts anymore, just because you're gonna lose your world if you do that. But roughly the same amount of GP would come from this. So if I did contracts for all of this, which for about half of it I did, I would have made an extra 360 mil. But the GP you pick up from the Abyssal Demons is probably around 200 mil plus. So if you want to add it to price check, I guess you can. But they do drop like 3 to 4k every once in a while, and obviously the speed you're killing them at really adds up. So the GP you pick up from them is quite a bit. Anyways, I'll be back in a little while. I'm going to do my daily spins and get a fuck ton of XP right here. Hell yeah, I can change these. Oh, I can change them to protein traps and do Hunter with them. Hell yeah. Okay, shout out. Don't really need that. Yes. Hunt. Oh shit, that's the only skill I have left. What are the odds? Mediums. Oh man, I missed this game. Anyways, I have no idea how this became a 15-minute video. I was like, what am I even going to say for this video? It's going to be like 2 minutes long, but I guess I Alkan'd it. But anyways, I will see you guys in a bit when I'm done selling this, and then we will wrap this up. So see you guys soon. Alright, the fire orbs finished selling. I sold all of them for like 2,100 almost each, besides this last few. And it looks like they just finished, or they just crashed like 1,900, so saved myself like a few mil there. But here is the grand total, 1,800 mil. Though I did decide to keep a few items, being the uncuts, the 32,000 rubies, and that. So I'm going to take out the full price check in a second. And I decided to keep these as well, mostly because in the future they're going to be making it so like resources like these sort of are not going to be gathered so quickly from PVMing. So like Araxer will probably give 600 more U logs, or magic logs, or like raids giving these as well. So I'm just going to keep them just for the hell of it. It's not much money anyways. So the total price check with everything is a little over max cash, it seems like 1.8. This is 400 mil? Wait, what? What? Really? Alright, cool. So yeah, just about 2.2 build, a little over max cash. Anyways, there it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like I said, didn't really plan on it being this long, but that's what she said. 12-year-old jokes. Let's do our daily spins before we log out here. Oh yeah, still this. Holy shit, this promo's been here for like a week. I fucking love it. Give me some. Oh yeah, good hunter shit. Defense, you trash. And strength. Alright, I love having one skill left. Every lamp you get is like very small chance of being for hunter. But anyways, there we go. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. And as far as this account goes, I'm only just doing daily challenges for this and the gathering thing with like this aura. So I could like extend it for free, I guess, because I don't really use this account a bit much anymore in this game. But there we go.